students, hope you are fit and fine and enjoying the best of your health by the grace of Allah. This is your second English text class. In the last class, we started a unit, effects of our actions on our environment, and we completed its first part. Now coming to its second part, I am going to introduce or show you the dictionary, which is the essential part of English learning. I hope you all are familiar how to look up the words, how to look up the meanings of new words in the dictionary. Now open your book. Your book is My English Book 7. We are on unit number 1. What is the name of the unit? Effects of our actions on our environment. In the last class we have read the first part, can we do anything? Now we are coming to its second part. As I did before, first I will read the lines, read the paragraph, and then I will explain the new words and the text as well. Now I am starting reading. Ali and Salim sat in the first row. As usual, you should have a highlighter to highlight the new words, and eagerly waited for Miss Sana Arif, their social studies teacher. Both of them took out their social studies books and put them on their desk. While they were waiting for the teacher, finally she entered the classroom with her usual smile. She greeted all the students and asked them how they were. She asked them about their holidays. She also asked them if they had visited any places and what they had learned from their visit. Miss Sana showed them some posters on pollution. This started a discussion on pollution. All the students started sharing their views about the unattended and ever-increasing garbage in their neighborhoods. The black fumes emitted by the vehicles and the purposeless honking on the roads. Suddenly, she raised her hand. This was the signal she used when she wanted complete silence in the class and the full attention of the students. The class became quiet in a few seconds. She asked, all of you experience pollution around you every day? You keep complaining about it, but the question is, what have you done to stop pollution? There was a pin-drop silence in the classroom. As usual, she had set the class thinking. She always challenged her students' mind and made them reflect and think in new ways. Her next question was, should we do something about it? Yes, the class replied in one voice. She then divided into groups and told them to make a list of things they could do to make the environment pollution free. Next, she told them to put the activities in order that they should be done. After that, she told them to divide the work amongst the group members and assign deadlines to all the tasks. In the end, each group presented their plan of action. The rest of the class listened carefully and gave suggestions for improving the plan. Then each group reviewed their plans and finalized them so that they could carry them out easily. Okay girls, before explaining the text, we review something like what we have learned in the last lecture. Ali and Salim are the best friend, were the student of the school. They were going back to school after a long summer vacation, and they were very excited for going to school. And Ali lives in a flat, and he was on the 4th floor. His favorite subject was science first and then SST. When he met with his friend Salim, who was his best friend, he was very excited. They share each and everything what they have done during their summer vacation with each other. And while they were going to the school, on the way they were sometimes interrupted. They were sometimes disturbed by the horns of the vehicles, and sometimes they were disturbed by the coughing of the student. So these are some disturbing things which interrupt them, which irritate them. Okay, now switch to the, now they are in the school, they are in their class. So what they are doing, they were waiting for the teacher, or what they were doing, let's see. Ali and Salim sat in the first row. Ali and Salim, they were best friends, and they were sitting in the class in the first row as usual. It was because it was fixed, their sitting arrangement was fixed, so that's why they were sitting in the first row. And eagerly means in Urdu we have meaning as bechani se, or English we say impatiently. Who eagerly waited? Whom they were waiting for? They were waiting for Miss Sana Arif, who was their social studies teacher. Both of them took out their social studies book. As you know, before starting the period, you all take out the book of the relevant subject. They took out their books, SST book, because it's for SST period, social studies period, and put their books on their desks. और अपनी जो books थी वो उनको desks पे रखी while they were waiting for the teacher, because they were waiting for the teacher. Finally, she entered the classroom with her usual smile. She, who entered the classroom? Miss, as you know that Miss Sana Arif, their social studies teacher, she entered with her usual smile. Yani usual smile because she is habitual to smile. She has a good smile on her face ever. So she greeted all the students. As you all know, when the teacher entered the class, she always say Assalamu alaikum, or greet the student, or welcome the student. So she greeted all the students, she welcomed all the students, उसने सलाम किया होगा, and asked them how they were, and also asked them, the students, how they were, how they spent their holidays, and all other questions. First question was how they were, वो लोग कैसे हैं. Then she asked them about their holidays. फिर उन्होंने किसके बारे में नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन किया? उनकी हॉलीडेज़ के बारे में, यानी उन्होंने अपनी छुट्टियाँ कैसे गुजारी. She also asked them, her third question from the student was that if they had visited any places and what they had learned from their visit. She asked them because during the vacation it is, I think so, everybody goes somewhere like park, so some amusement park, some picnic points, or some historical places as well. So she was asking from her students that if they had visited any place and what they had learned from there, because from every place we learn something. So it was her third question from the student. After this, Miss Sana then showed them some posters on pollution. She prepared some posters on pollution, so she showed them in front of the student. This started a discussion on pollution. Then what they started a conversation, they started a talk about the pollution, because everybody in the class was familiar about that word. All the students started sharing their views about the unattended and ever increasing garbage heaps in their neighborhood. Every student was sharing their ideas, their views about the unattended. Unattended means ignored, neglected. जो हमारे आपने देखा होगा, have you seen in your surroundings के आपके यहाँ कचरे का ढेर पड़ा रहता है, वो पड़ा ही रहता है. तो this is called the unattended and ever increasing garbage heap. और वो सिर्फ पड़ा ही नहीं रहता बल्कि हमेशा क्या होता रहता है, वो बढ़ता रहता है. heaps का मतलब होता है ढेर. garbage का मतलब होता है, in English we can say litter, but in Urdu कचरा या कूड़ा करकट. in their neighborhood means locality, area, या जहाँ आप रहते हैं उसको कहते हैं आपका इलाका. This is called neighborhood. The black fumes and other thing they were talk about. एक तो unattended garbage के बारे में उन्होंने बात की. The next thing, black fumes emitted by the vehicles. जो black fumes, जो गाड़ियों में से जो धुआं, जो fumes, जो क्या कहते हैं स्मोक जो है वो emit होता है. emit means होता है expel means होता है खारिज होता है vehicle से. And the third thing they were talking about, they were discussing the purposeless honking on the road. And you have observed on the road while you are coming to school or going back to school कि आपने देखा होगा गाड़ियाँ बगैर किसी मकसद के जो है वो हॉर्न बजाती हैं. This is called purposeless, यानी useless honking on the roads. Then now switch to the third paragraph of second part. Suddenly she raised her hand. अचानक suddenly at once she raised her hand. She raised means she put up her hands. This was the signal. It was the clue for the student she used when she wanted complete silence in the class and the full attention of the student. Why she raised her hand? वो इसलिए करती थी जब उनको complete silence, बहुत बिल्कुल मुकम्मल खामोशी चाहिए होती थी क्लास में, and वो अपने बच्चों की पूरी तवज्जो चाहती थी. So what she does, what she did, she raised always she used to raise her hands. The class became quiet in few seconds, and obviously it was a signal for the students, so that all the student was kept quiet. She asked, all of you experience pollution around you every day? Then she asked one of the question कि आपने कभी जो है अपने इर्द गिर्द पोल्यूशन देखी है, और यू कीप कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट इट, और आप उसके बारे में हमेशा शिकायतें करते रहते हैं. बट द क्वेश्चन इज़ व्हाट यू हैव यू डन टू स्टॉप पोल्यूशन. बट एक सवाल हमारे जहन में आता है कि आपने इस पोल्यूशन को स्टॉप करने के लिए क्या किया है. There was a pin drop silence in the classroom. This question, the question was that कि आपने क्या किया स्टॉप पोल्यूशन को रोकने के लिए. This was the question जिसका कोई उनके पास जवाब नहीं था. So there was a silence in the class. As usual, she had set the class thinking. This is her way of teaching. उनका एक तरीका था कि वो इसी तरह अपने बच्चों को सोचने पे मजबूर करती थी. She always challenged her students' mind. वो अपने बच्चों के जहनों को चैलेंज करती थी कि वो she also motivate her students to think deeply and creatively and get the new ideas from the student. यानी वो अपने बच्चों से उनको ताकि वो सोचें और वो डिफरेंट आइडियाज़ दें किसी नई चीज़ के बारे में नए तरीके से. Her next question was, should we do something about it? Now she was asking from the student कि हमें कुछ करना चाहिए इसके लिए for the pollution, for stopping pollution. Yes, it was the class was give the answer in one voice. Yes. Then what she have done, she then divided them into groups. She divided the whole class into different groups and told them to make a list of things they could do to make the environment pollution free. And she asked the student कि वो एक लिस्ट बनाए, एक कोई तरतीब बनाइए चीज़ों की जिससे हम अपने इन्वायरमेंट को, अपने माहौल को, अपनी सराउंडिंग्स को पोल्यूशन फ्री बना सकें. Next, what is the next thing she asked? Next, she told them to put the activities in order they should be done. That they should be done. फिर उन्होंने उन बच्चों से ये कहा जो एक्टिविटीज़, जो प्लान ऑफ एक्शन वो बना रहे हैं उनको अपने तरतीब से रखिए, उसको ऑर्डर में लेकर आइए. After that, she told them to divide the work amongst the group members and assign the deadlines to all tasks. उसके बाद उन्होंने ये कहा कि आप अपने वर्क को जो है ग्रुप के अंदर डिवाइड कीजिए, ग्रुप मेंबर्स में डिवाइड कीजिए, और अपने इन टास्क को कंप्लीट करने के लिए कोई डेट, आखिरी डेट जो एक डेडलाइन होती है तमाम टास्क को मुकम्मल करने के लिए एक डेडलाइन दीजिए ताकि काम को वक्त पे कंप्लीट हो सके. In the end, each group presented their plan of action. आखिर में हर ग्रुप ने अपना प्लान ऑफ एक्शन, अपना काम करने का तरीक़ाकार बताया. The rest of the class listened carefully. When one group was telling its action plan, तो सारे ग्रुप्स सुन रहे थे, and also giving, not only listening carefully, they also giving the suggestion for improving the plan. उन्होंने अपने प्लान्स को, डिफरेंट प्लान्स को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए डिफरेंट सजेशन, तजावीज़ दी एक दूसरे को. दैन ईच ग्रुप रिव्यू देयर प्लान्स. रिव्यू मीन्स होता है कि अगर जायज़ा लेना, अगर कोई मिस्टेक है, इफ़ समथिंग इज़ चेंज, इफ़ एनी चेंज इज़ नीडेड, तो आप उसको जायज़ा ले रहे हैं. तो हर ग्रुप ने अपने प्लान्स को रिव्यू किया, एंड देन आफ्टर रिव्यूइंग दे फाइनलाइज, उसको बिल्कुल फाइनल किया दैम, सो दैट दे कुड कैरी दैम आउट ईजिली, ताकि वो इस प्लान पे अच्छे तरीके से, बेहतर तरीके से अमल कर सकें. Okay girls, now I am ending my class. This is for today. On page number 4, till page number 4 we have read. Now I am showing you the board. Here are the words. Here are the list of words that you should be copy down in your notebook. Can you see it clearly? There are 15 words that you have read in the text in the first lesson. Try to copy down in your notebook in the same way as I have done, as I have written on the whiteboard. Okay, now come to the homework. The homework for today is read Unit 1, first and second part, and look up the meanings of new words in the dictionary. There are so many new words for you, So what is your task? You will have to look up the meanings of all the new words in the dictionary. This will increase your vocabulary. So hopefully you enjoy this class. Stay home, stay safe. Till then, Allah Hafiz.